Hi, back again. So we close that project here to the end. So what we have to do is we have to do the windows. So we can take here all the windows and bring them more to the front. Same with this windows here. Good. Then this box here too long. Here this stuff there. So we can take here the edges and make them shorter. So that should be that. Then we want to take a bottom there. So I close that with F. Then I look from top and give there directly an project from view, unwrap, and give them here a new material, call it bottom, and say it should be principal shader. I go in my texture folder. You can get that from texture.com. There is wooden material for bottoms. I must search where I have it. There is one and there is one, yeah. I think I take that one. So copy wooden bottom simply. Then in texture folder I paste it in. So I can take here the material, here image, open texture folder, and give him the material, that one. So then we assign that, and you see it will be put there, and it should have a high roughness, and we can scale that here up, that we have there at the bottom. Looks like it should. So then file, save. On the windows itself, when you look there, they are simply, yeah, that. So what we can do, we can make it as with the other windows. So we take here the camera, go N to the panel here, get all this back to 0, the rotation in all directions. Now that is the basic cam, and now we rotate X 90 degrees, so we have an orthographic view. And then, and again to close that up, then take here, I'll make some new for you that you have seen some new. We add a text, rotate X 90, and from that text tap to go into the text, then you can handle it like ever. And we make a create L, and then return and tap again to go out. That is now a letter, but I transferred it as a mesh. So with Alt C I can convert that mesh from text. So now we have a mesh. Is another method simply. So I only want to show you that, and with that we will make a window stuff there. Yeah. You don't believe it, but it's true. So we must go here to the camera. So we click there, then here orthographic view and orthographic scale. Bring it there, and then simply render that. But it needs an emitting material. New. It should be emit. Okay, then render that. So now you can save that as a PNG. Then he makes the background black. I told it to you last time. I call it window 23. And save that. So now is the problem that we can tile that, sure, but then there is too much on both sides. So we have to do here a little bit graphic work, and with this GIMP, that is the graphic program I work with. And there we can go now and open that. And I take here simply the half of them. And that is enough. We cut that out and make a new one from that. And that is simply all that we need for that. So save as. Oh no, here is other. Here you must export it as. Yes, export as. Here, window 23. It should be JPEG, and we need it in our folder. So we have to go with St.Michel texture. Yeah, export with 100% export. Good, we don't need GIMP anymore. So we can close it. That we don't need anymore too, because we have that cutted one, and that is now in the texture folder. There was that one, and now we have that one for these windows. So we can delete here that. We can go here to our house and click the windows there. And give here plus new material, call it window. We'll give them a class shader and the principal shader. So we take first the principal shader, then yeah, we have to give the material to all windows. So hopefully clicked that windows only. It looks like okay. So give that window material a sign and an unwrap from view. So now we need to change the material. So we go here in a node editor, and we need a class shader. So shader, class shader, we need a mixer, so a mix shader. We need a transparent shader. You know for what that is, for the class, I told it last time. And input light path, how the light falls through the class, because we must take the shadows away that class itself does. So we take a second mixer, so Shift D, and then plug here the transparent at the back, the class at the second one, and as a factor we use the shadow ray, so the class itself has no shadow anymore. That makes it lighter. So then we plug that into the other mix shader. Now we have a mix between principal and class, and that should be controlled by our texture that we made. So add texture, image texture, and day color to the factor for the mixing, and open up that in our texture folder, that one that we made, and that is the mix method for that, and it will be titled. So when we take here light gray, it should be, it can be glossy but not too much. Good. Then we will see here so when we scale that now up, then comes this effect that we want. That should be our windows. Good. So we have done the windows too. Then we need here the background. That should be only simply plane that we put in there. So add mesh plane, rotate X90, scale down to the size of that room there, scale set, and bring it in the background. Scale X a little, not too much. Then we take that from the front, unwrap from view, give them a material, we call it shop, and take here an emission, and say it should be a graphic, but before we do that, file, save, and I told it you that we used last time, it's from texture.com, but we don't want to take anytime the same shops, so we have to search there for other shop. So you can do that on texture.com. I make it in my folders. So we have here shops, and I take this one maybe. No. I think. I take that one. Copy. It's not the same as in the original, that's clear, but you can't drive there and make a photo, come back and plug it in. I'm too poor for that, so other people can do that. So open up this image texture there for this shop there. Okay, there we have it, and we can make here an unwrap from view bounds, so he stretch it to complete size. And that was it. Here's the problem that it's not completely open. Then it's the wrong. So I have to search for another shop that is completely open. Yeah, that is a problem, because there are not so much shops. No good. I'll let it like it is. We have no other one. You can search for another one, maybe you find another one, so that we must make other the bottom, because that looks now creepy. So we can X delete only faces. So here later you see the street there. That's better for this style of a house. Good. So we have done that. I've seen here last time when I rendered that this material from the wood is too strong. So I change here the add to a multiply and 0.03. I must look again. Yeah, that looks for me better. That has more this style I recommended. And the background here is okay. Then next part is the windows must be turned. The transparent is now inverted. So we have to go to the window material there and place the glass at the top and the principal to the last, and then it's turned, inverted, and then the original effect is there. Good. Yes. Then we had that problem with the roof. This graphic is creepy. So there we have to do all this stuff we done in this wooden material. So we need there a glossy, a multiply, and color ramp. Control C to copy. Go to the material, Control V to plug in. Now we take the color ramp between image and printable shader, so I can control how dark that should be. Then the multiply, I get the color from the texture into the multiply, and then the displacement, so I have the 3D effect there, and the glossy is there for the mixing, but it's here not really neat, but we can take it. Take a mix shader, make it here between, and bring the glossy onto, but the glossy should not be only simple glossy, it should have the color of the roof itself and the high roughness. So here we must turn back to a better factor, and when you click here directly you can change here the color. When you say it should be gray, then it is gray and black and not white and black. So you can take there a little of this effect there. Here that effect is too low for me, so I take here a 0.3. That maybe looks better. I'll take here quick render, preview render. That looks better, but for me it's not enough. So we make it darker. So that here must be more and that less. Or otherwise, I don't know it every time. But I think it was here and near. That was lighter, and that was less light. Okay. Then we give here more contrast in that. So take add color, brighten contrast between the color ramp and that, and give here 100, 200. 200 is okay. Now we see here the pores and all this stuff. That is good. Yes. Now. The mix method here should be influenced by the texture itself. That makes it a little bit more interesting look. Good. We have done that all. So the only thing that is left is the top part on the roof. There comes this little window stuff there. But before we see here is space. So we have to bring that more down. So we simply take it and bring it a little down. Good. File, save. Now we take the old project we have done before. I don't know the name, but we will find it, I think. Holzhaus, the wooden house there. And that one we need. So Control C to copy. Go in our new project and Control V to plug in. There it is, and we can bring it here to the front, scale it a little, and place it into. And that was it. Then you see here is this thing on the roof, so we have done that on the roof too. Can scale it a little if you like. You can handle that like you would. You can take here also not this roof, you can take the other roof there. Yeah, that was it in the main. So there, select only the roof part and scale it then down to get here the size of these tiles there. And now we have that. Good. So that was this house. File, save. Thanks for watching, and I think it's a nice house, nice windows. The windows here by the class, you can take their more effect when you take their displace 2. So that means that is our class material, and when we take the graphic, the image as a displacement, you will see it comes much harder out and much sharper. So I think you should do that. Good. But that was it. Thanks a lot for watching, and we see us in the next tutorial. Bye.